Hello Libra, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and tonight I'm going to be doing your September 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what major arcana needs to come out for the sign of Libra? What's going on for you? You have the Fool, so a blank beginning within your life. It's important to understand that the Fool is not really the beginning, it's not really the end of the tarot deck. It kind of sits in the center of nothing, okay? Because it's represented by 0. So the world is the final conclusion, and then the Magician is the beginning, right? So this Fool is a representation of like consolidation period, but it also represents what can you do next? What is the new opportunity, the new beginning for you? So I'm going to be pulling 3 cards from the Revelations Tarot. This deck does have reversals in it, and we're going to take a look at this Fool energy. So something brand new coming into your life, and it's important to understand that only you can mess this up for yourself, Libra. That's what you need to know for you. You're the only person who can mess up this brand new opportunity, this blank slate. The way you treat people, the way that you treat this job, the situation, this new lover, whatever it is, it's pretty much dependent on you, all right? You wanted a new beginning? Here it is. So you have the 3 of Pentacles in reversed, you have the Lovers in reversed, and you have the Sun card. So when I see this 3 of Pentacles right here in reverse, it represents you're kind of like falling asleep on the job. You're not putting in a lot of effort into a situation in your life right now. You're just wanting something brand new. But here's the problem. When this brand new situation comes around, are you still going to be sleeping on it? Are you going to be grateful for the new opportunity? You have to understand that for yourself. Once again, you can only mess this up, right? So if you were a hardworking worker before, and then you get this brand new opportunity and you decide, well, I don't really want to put in that much effort, it's okay, whatever, then, you know, whatever happens within that situation, this Fool energy, that's on you. With this Lovers in reversed right here, this represents a connection to a situation under a false ideology, all right? So it's a perverse version of the Lovers upright. This can kind of represent that you want to be connected to something that is no longer good for you, or that you're forcing this connection for yourself. But here's the thing, you have the Sun card representing that everything is okay. So let's clarify this energy. Let's look at this 3 of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Cups, and you have the 3 of Pentacles upright. So what I'm seeing right here is that you really need to turn this frown upside down, all right? You really wanted this new situation. You want this brand new opportunity. It's kind of like a wish, but when it comes for you, you're like, I don't really know if I want it. I kind of want to take a nap. It's not really that great, whatever. Once again, you messing this up for you, okay? Now, I'm not trying to read you. I'm just saying that this could be the energy coming around in September. You get something brand new. It's something that you've always wanted, but, you know, you don't want to put in the effort anymore. And here's the thing, and I understand that. I understand that, especially with this Lovers in reverse right here. When you go through really bad breakups or you have really bad jobs in the past, you just, you know, you've had it within life. When the one good thing comes around, especially if it's something that you wish for when you were younger, say you've always wanted this opportunity to be a doctor or an astronaut or whatever, right? When it does come around and you're so beat down by life, it's easy to look at that situation and just kind of turn your nose up to it and be like, whatever, I'm just going to go with the motions. And that's kind of what I'm feeling for you with this Lovers in reverse, is that you're now just going through the motions. You're not putting in any effort. You're not really trying to stand out from the crowd. You're not putting in your all right? So let's look at this Lovers in reverse, okay? You have the 5 of Swords, and you have the King of Swords. This is important to understand. This is Aquarian energy, and you have the Lovers energy, which is Dominion. So your fellow air signs are coming out. With this 5 of Swords and this King of Swords, it's kind of like you're wanting to tear down the situation. It's like you know the information for you already, and you don't want to put in the effort because you're kind of afraid that it's going to turn out bad. But here's the thing, you have the Sun. You're getting what you want, but it's kind of like you already know the personalities of the situation. For example, when you go from working retail and you go and work at, say, an office job, there are going to be similar personalities in retail at that office job, okay? When you go from working food to, say, the government, you're still going to have the same types of personalities. And I kind of feel like that you're kind of living in like this loop energy where you already know the personalities, you already kind of know the people, because people do sit in their own archetypes, if that makes sense. Like, for for example, if you were to look at like any edgy character on TV, they'd all probably look like me. Like, that's the archetype. If you're like to look at people who are legally blonde on TV, you could pick those people out of the crowd, right? That's what you have to understand, and that's what I'm seeing for you, is that maybe you're talking shit with this Five of Swords energy, is that you're kind of using this very harsh Aquarian energy to really poke fun and tear this situation apart. You're finding all of the flaws within it because you understand the flaws from previous situations and you're noticing the same things here. But here's the thing. Some people can overlook the flaws, especially when it's something that they really want to do, okay? When you just get an opportunity and you're like, it's something that I've always wanted, but it's not something that you truly deeply desired, it's just something that you thought about, it's easy to pick it apart, especially when you're jaded. So let's look at this sunlight energy. You have the Three of Swords and you have the Ace of Cups. Your Three of Swords is showing right here. Your Three of Swords is that you're out of balance with harmony, okay? You're out of balance with this Ace of Cups. You're getting the opportunity. This Ace plus this 9, it's a full 10. You could look at it from a very happy, emotional perspective, but you're choosing to go into your base energy and kind of look at it for, how can I say the word? Or this sentence. You're starting to look at it from a more egotistical side. Well, it's not that great. It's not what I really want. It kind of makes me sad. This is your one of your lowest base cards, Libra, okay? This is something that you kind of need to move yourself out of right here. This is kind of like you're throwing your own pity party with the Three of Swords, all right? So with the Page of Cups, the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, you're not seeing that these two new opportunities for yourself, this Pentacles, this Page of Cups, actually lead you into victory, all right? You're looking at them from like, maybe you're having to start at the very beginning of a situation because that's what the Fool can represent. You having to start something brand new, and that's what the Pages are. They're brand new to situations, and they can either turn into the Knights, the Queens, or the Kings. And you have this opportunity to turn this around for yourself. It's also important that the Pages kind of represent 4 elements of the Fool energy. So all 4 pages kind of represent the Fool itself. Now, you could find victory within this, but you're choosing to look at it as kind of like, well, it's not really that good for me. The Hierophant, Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. I kind of feel like what you're doing right here with this Hierophant energy is that you're seeing what you can get from the situation and not putting in a lot of effort because you're kind of like, well, it's probably going to lead me to the Five of Pentacles anyways. So the Hierophant is kind of blessing the situation. You get a new opportunity, right? You have everything that you need at your disposal to make this really good for yourself. The Seven of Pentacles is you're kind of looking at it like, what can I get from here? What can serve me? Instead of serving the situation, you're seeing how it can serve you and only you. The Hermit, the World, and the Six of Pentacles. Here's the thing, though, Libra. You need to look at it from a different perspective, all right? The Hermit is illuminating to you. The reason all those other situations ended in your past is so that this situation could be given to you. That's what you need to understand. Don't come at this new situation from a jaded perspective. If it's something that you've always wanted, let go of the past right here and say, this is what I need for me. This is how I'm going to move forward. This is going to be my livelihood, my life right now, okay? Those other things led me to this point. And that's what I'm seeing with the World right here is you need to understand that those had to happen. Those cycles needed to go to completion. So that way you could have this consolidation with this Fool energy because it's important to understand the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles are also ruled by Taurus. This Six of Pentacles is being given to you. The Five of Pentacles is also ruled by Taurus. You're looking at it from like, oh, it's nothing that great. I can see the flaws in it. I can see the cracks in the foundation. I can see, you know, everything. All these people are exactly the like. No, if this is what truly inspires you as a human being, then go for it. The King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Fool. You need to come at it from an emotional perspective, an adult emotion, okay? That's what the King of Cups and the King of Wands represent. Adults, sitting on their throne, thankful for their kingdom, happy to work on this connection. The King of Cups is emotionally satisfied, an emotionally fulfilled person. He understands emotion. He understands sadness, happiness, and all of these things take place within life. There is a season to cry. There is a season to be happy. The King of Wands is someone who can sit on his throne, but go and take care of situations if he has to. He's one of the kings who will actually move from his throne to take care of things in his kingdom. Both leading you to this Fool energy. You need to embody this generosity energy, this I can move forward with this, I can work with it, it's emotional fulfillment. Yes, I understand, things from the past have dragged me down, but this is a new opportunity. We're ending on the Fool, starting on it, right? Move forward with that. Be happy with that. Let's look at your Witches Familiars. We have Swan, Fidelity, and we have Raven, Determination. This Swan, Fidelity energy represents that this is supposed to be connected to you. Raven, Determination means that you need to drive forward into this situation, all right? I believe Ravens also mate for life, Swans mate for life too. This connection right here is supposed to be with you for a very, very long time. If you can find yourself a way to commit to this situation, and if you can find the determination to try to commit yourself to something, because here's the thing, relationships, they require work as well, all right? They require work with one another. You don't think that you're never going to have an argument in a relationship? You will. You don't think you'll ever have a fight in a relationship? You will. Like, it requires work to talk to one another, to communicate with one another. If you want that to last, if you want that fairy tale to last. Like, it's so easy to look at movies like The Notebook and all that other shit, right? And say, I want a relationship like that. But here's the thing, it only shows you like the really happy parts of the relationship. It doesn't really show you the days where they were just sitting there doing nothing. It doesn't just show you the days where they couldn't figure out where they wanted to go out to eat, right? And that's what you have to understand about, if you want to be with something or someone forever, you're going to have to work on it. You can't just half-ass it. You have to put in your own time and effort. You have to be an emotionally balanced person and someone who's willing to take action. That's what's important to understand about the scales of Libra, is that it balances out masculine and feminine, okay? So let's look at your Halloween oracles. We have the Skull of Stars, or Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots, and Ghost, Regret. Here's the thing with this blind spots energy, Libra. There are things in your life that, you're just going to have shocks to, okay? You're not going to quite understand them. They're going to pop up within your life, all right? There are going to be upsets, things you didn't calculate into the equation. With this ghost regret energy, there are always going to be regrets within your life. However, you can choose to hold on to the ghost, or you can choose to let the ghost free, right? And that's up to you. You cannot hold on to situations from your past unless you don't want to move forward. And I'm not talking about like traumatic situations. I'm talking about like, you got burned at a job, or you got burned by an ex, or, just like everyday things that happen to everyday people, right? Maybe you're in your 50s, you just never had a good job and a good relationship or whatever, and now here it is, a good situation coming about, and you're just like, I'm too old, I'm jaded, I don't care. But this was meant for you at this right moment, okay? A brand new opportunity, whether it's in love, whether it's a job, whether it is just something physical like buying a new house, buying a car. I do see Hierophant representing organizations though. So let's look at this. Let's look at your spellcasting oracles. Also, what I'm seeing right here, this is something else that just came to me. If someone is asking you for donations, be aware of that, okay? Be aware of giving people handouts right here. Because it's kind of like, imagine this. Robbing from people who are already kind of like in a poor situation and only giving breadcrumbs to people who are also in a poor situation. That's something that you need to pay attention to as well. Organizations trying to take from you who might be going through a very difficult time within your life to give to people who are also going through a difficult time, but not giving them, you know, the full amount. Just giving them, you know, you give $1 and they give that person 25 cents and they take, you know, 75 cents for themselves. Be aware of that. Love, travel. Maybe what you need right here is you need to take a break. You need to find self-love again. Maybe you love to travel. When you start a new situation, before you start this brand new thing, I would say take a break and go maybe to the park, go maybe to the beach just for a couple of days. Don't make it stressful. Don't make it, you know, really just expensive and whatnot. Find, you know, just a little motel, a little hotel, whatever. And just kind of take a couple of days to yourself to breathe and relax. It could be a day trip, but don't make it stressful for you. Don't say, I have to be up at 6 a.m., I have to drive here, I have to, you know, a lot of people need to go to the beach super early in the morning because they live near the coast, right? And it's still a couple-hour drive to get down to the beach. However, people are always like super stressed out in the morning, but I've gone on really relaxing trips with my friends at like, you know, we wake up late in the afternoon, we're like, hey, you want to go to the beach? And we get to the beach, and, you know, it's already 10 o'clock at night, but we still put our feet in the water. We still, you know, we're relaxed, right? And then, you know, we drive back. Or we stay in the car. Like, don't trip yourself out over this. Dream, infinite abundance. Focus on your dreams right here. I kind of feel like this is your dream scenario. This is your dream situation that could supply you with the infinite abundance that you need. But you're just kind of coming from it from a very upset angle. All right. And I hate to say that it's, I almost shuffled all these cards. Oh, that's 2 separate decks. That is not good. Hold on. You know how people always say, well, it's not you, it's them. This is kind of like, it's not them, it's you. All right. Because they don't have any bad cards. This situation right here doesn't have any bad cards. It's just you going through life and, you know, it just not working out for you, okay? We all have those feelings. We all have those days. Radar, wagon, travel, communication, decisive action, reunion, and progress. Travel again. Spiritual meaning, inner path, and destiny. Take the decisive action with that Queen of Wands, or not Queen of Wands, King of Wands and that Queen of Cups, okay? And fehe, achieve a goal, attract money, succeed in business, attain a promotion or a new job. That's what we're talking about. Infinite abundance, attract money, succeed in the business. In order to succeed in the business, you have to have decisive action. You have to have communication. Sometimes you have to up and leave things to travel to that. It's okay. I think that this is a good reading. I know it's kind of coming off as a bit harsh. However, try to think logically, all right? So anyway, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.